Hey guys, welcome back to MU Sports TV. Guys, this is where you get all the news concerning Manchester United. So guys, it is a deadline day transfer. The transfer window officially closes on the 1st of September. That is on Monday. And as we all know, as Manchester United, there are areas that we as fans think that the club should work to strengthen before that deadline, which is tomorrow. And I did a poll on the comment section, and I asked you guys where which position between at the goalkeeping sector and the midfield. Where do you think the club uh, should strengthen more before the end of the transfer window? And so far, guys, you have voted, and the 41% of you says we should go for a goalkeeper, with 38% saying both, and then 21% saying midfield. And the majority sometimes have it. And the breaking news is that Manchester United are likely to sign a new goalkeeper before the end of the transfer window. Yeah, and the two goalkeepers involved are Lammens of Aral Antwerp and Emiliano Martinez of Aston Villa. So, guys, I'm going to take you through the latest transfer news regarding which goalkeeper do you think Manchester United are going to sign between Lammens and Emiliano Martinez. Before that, guys, I want to talk about the game yesterday between Manchester United and Burnley. Briefly, before I jump on to today's topic, just going to I'm very happy that we won. Yesterday, it was all about winning. Yeah, and I said we don't care how we were going to win. We don't care how many goals we are going to concede. But what we were interested in was just to win the game, to have the 3 points, because that was very crucial. I know we have been playing quite well. We played well against Arsenal. We played somehow well against Fulham. We didn't win those two matches. We drew with Fulham, lost to Arsenal. Against Grimsey, I want you guys to raise in your mind, because that game to me it doesn't exist, because how can we lose to a fourth tier club team? So to me, game against Grimsey doesn't exist. So against Burnley, I said it must be a win, and it doesn't matter how we were going to win, but what was going to be important is getting the 3 points. Yeah, so guys, 3 points, one goal, that is after a 3-2 victory against Burnley at home. The game which I can say that Ruben Amorim coached a 5-6 nil game. In the first half, there are numerous times where we were supposed to be ahead. If I talk about Amad Diallo's chance, where he missed a sitter after a great pass by Zagze to Mbeumo, and somehow he failed to score. But we were lucky to score the first goal, an own goal by Colin. A great header by Casemiro, hit the crossbar and come back and hit the player and went in. That was the first goal we scored, and I was really happy for that. And I was hoping that maybe we can add two more, three goals to so that we don't have any pressure. But in the second half, we started so poor because Mason Mount was injured, Mateus Cunha was injured, so they had to be replaced. And we had Kobe Menu and Joshua Ziagze coming in for them. And I don't want to criticize Menu or maybe Ziagze, but the work rate that Mount was showing was somehow different to the one that was shown by Maino, same as Cunha and Ziagze. Cunha was really exceptional, was doing those runs and was winning those balls. And when Ziagze came in, it was evident that the moment Cunha left and Zagze went in, Burnley had that kind of confidence, and they were trying now to attack, and they were a threat. And that threat continues in the second half, and they scored a goal. Lyle Foster scored the goal. Immediately, we responded perfectly, brilliantly. Jallo doing quite well on the left side of the pitch. Great cross, finding Mbeumo, scoring his first Premier League goal and a back-to-back goals for Brian Mbeumo, guys. I'm so happy for Mbomo after being criticized by the rivals against Arsenal, against Fulham. Yeah, he scored his first Manchester United goal against Grimsby on Wednesday. He now scored against his first Premier League game goal for Manchester United at Old Trafford against Burnley. That's back-to-back goals. That's why I was talking about how the first goal is always important for a player. The first goal was important for Bomo against Grimsby. Now, after scoring against Grimsby, he felt a little bit relieved. Now he's free. He was playing with a little bit of a flair. He was really confident with the ball and he scored. Yeah, so that confidence comes in automatically when a player scores his first goal. And um, I believe that the moment Sesko will score his first goal, those goals will now be coming game in, game out for our number 9. Yeah, so yeah, Mbomo scored the second goal, and somehow again we let that slide, and Burnley equalized another set piece goal. Guys, I've talked about this for several times now, which I don't know what else I'm supposed to say, but we are so poor while defending these set pieces. I don't know if our manager, who is, I really want to know who is our set piece coach, because there's no way we are so poor while defending these set pieces. So another goal we considered via set piece against Arsenal, considered via set piece against Grimsby, again against Burnley. That was 3 goals in 4 matches we've conceded via set pieces. Those goals can be easily avoided. You know, so we need to work on that. We really need to work on that, because there's no way we are going to be winning games if we can't if we can't defend those no, we can't defend those uh easy 1-1-1. We can't defend the set pieces. We need to learn or to find how we are going to defend those set pieces. Yeah, so after that it was 2-2. Then late in the game, the moment I knew now the game is over, it's going to be another draw. Somehow the VAR, with this magic, Ahmad Diallo was pulled down in the box, and that's the moment Bruno Fernandes took the ball and won the game for Manchester United. And then 3-2 in favor of Manchester United. 3 points. Now we are up to 4 points after 3 games. Yeah. See now a little bit of morale. We are 4 points now. Our next 2 games are dangerous. We play City, then we play Chelsea. So it's going to be a tough run of games for Ruben Amorim when the international breaks are over. The only negatives I can talk about yesterday is the injuries that were sustained by Mateus Cunha and Mason Mount. I don't know any more updates about or when they could be back. But I will be keeping you updated, guys. Tomorrow on Tuesday, I know by Tuesday we will be having the information of when these 2 players could be back. But I saw a video of Mateus Cunha walking good without any support, without any crutches or maybe a protective board. So I hope nothing serious, Mateus Cunha, and we could have him back after the end of the international break when we face Manchester City in 2 weeks from now. So guys, what I'm going to talk about now reflects on my topic of the day: which goalkeeper should we sign? I talked about how goalkeepers are crucial when it comes to team winning games. When he was Manchester United versus Arsenal, the only player who was responsible for our loss was David Raya. He was really outstanding. He made some heroic saves, and that was the reason Arsenal won the game 1-0. If Arsenal had goalkeeper like Onana, I think United could have scored 2-3 goals and won the game. So, what am I saying? A goalkeeper is underrated position, but it is very crucial in a team. The moment you tell me, okay, what if Onana made 2 mistakes? We can still go ahead and score 4 goals and win the game. Let me tell you something. The moment you are 2-0 down against any opponent, they always have an upper leg, like they have an advantage. They'll be sitting down and hitting you on the counter attack. You'll be so vulnerable. You are 2 nil down. You need to attack and defend at the same time. Because if you attack and somehow forget or rather don't defend, you can concede the third goal. So you are defending or attacking, or rather attacking, and somehow you are still uh, afraid to concede the third goal. So there's no freedom in playing. But the team that is 2 nil up, they're defending, they have 2 goals, they're defending, and they can still hit you on the counter attack. So when you go 2 nil down because of goalkeeping error, it is always difficult to win the game. And take an example, City versus Spurs. The moment they were 2 nil down in the first half following an error by Trafford, it was like Spurs are winning the game. And yeah, Spurs won the game 2 nil. So, what am I saying? I'm saying that we have seen numerous occasions where there's a goalkeeping errors. Against Arsenal, there was a Bandir error. Against Grimsey, we saw 2 errors by Andrew Nana. Yesterday, against Burnley, there was a goalkeeping error, but we are not going to talk about it because we won. Had we lose, right now you could have seen United fans talking about how Bandir cost us the game. We always tend to forget as fans when we win. We always tend to forget to talk about the reality of what happened in the match when we win. We need to be talking about everything, matter whether we lose or win. Yesterday we saw a goalkeeping error. The second goal we conceded was a goalkeeping error, and it was supposed to be avoided. So we need to sign a goalkeeper. It is a must. So guys, you know that United have been in the market for a new goalkeeper. That's not secret. And there were links with the legs of Mike Maignan, the current PSG goalkeeper, that is Chevalier, Donnarumma, Dibu Martinez, links here and there. And the last 2 weeks, there have been some concrete news that United are closing in on signing Saint Lammens from Royal Antwerp. And somehow the deal went into oblivion. There were nothing to talk about. The rumors faded away. But today, according to Fabrizio Romano, Manchester United wants to sign a goalkeeper today. And they have reignited their interest in Emiliano Martinez from Aston Villa if the Saint Lammens deal won't go through. So it must be a domino. If United won't agree a deal with the Royal Antwerp regarding Saint Lammens, they might go with Martinez, and Aston Villa goes for Saint Lammens. So see that. So at the moment, United are negotiating with the Royal Antwerp to sign Saint Lammens, but also they have an option in case the deal doesn't go through in the name of Emiliano Martinez, whom I think agreed to join Manchester United as early as June. So we wait to see what's going to happen. Martinez is still interested and still wants to join Manchester United. Saint Lammens also has agreed to join Manchester United, but United will only sign one goalkeeper. So it depends on whether the club will agree on terms with Royal Antwerp. If there will be a club-to-club agreement, then I think United will sign Saint Lammens. But what I'm sure about is that the club is going to sign a new goalkeeper. And that doesn't mean that Onana or Bandir one might leave, but you never know what's going to happen in the next 24 hours or so. But I can tell that we are going to sign a new goalkeeper before the transfer window shuts down. So, you as a fan, you have the opportunity to pick between Saint Lammens and Martinez. Whom are you going with? Are you going with experience or future? Because in Saint Lammens, you got future. In Martinez, experience, because short-term solution. Saint Lammens might be a long-term solution. So should we go it all in for Martinez or Saint Lammens? But if you ask me, this is where I think we should apply some wisdom. We should go for the long-term solution. Saint Lammens is a good goalkeeper, and we should sign him instead of Martinez. Yeah, because I know in Martinez we are going to have a great goalkeeper with the experience, that's for sure. But not for the future. So it involves the fee involved. That is where I'm going to have a problem with United, because If we can spend 25 million euros, that's around 17 million pounds. If you can't spend 25 million euros on a 20-year-old, but you can spend 30 million pounds on a 32, 33 years old, that will be ridiculous. So I'm waiting to see how the club is going to solve this. But Bish, be notified that Manchester United are still in negotiations for Lammens, and they are hoping to complete the deal as early as today on Sunday. They want the Lammens talks to be concluded today. So if there'll be no agreement between United and Royal Antwerp regarding Lammens today, that is when now United will go now for Emiliano Martinez, which I think it might be a loan move with an option to buy or maybe to be permanent. But I will wait to see what will happen in the next hours or so before the transfer deadline officially reaches. So we need a goalkeeper. But what about our midfield? We needed a defensive midfielder, and I said it there, guys, and I'm gonna say it again. If we don't sign a DM, we are going to have a big problem in our midfield. Our midfield is so poor. Against Burnley, we are so open. We can't win the balls. We are just there running like headless chicken. Yeah, I saw a moment yesterday when a Burnley player passed through my Casemiro and Bruno Fernandes easily, and Bruno Fernandes and Casemiro, none of them even took time to track back. They didn't even chase him. They just let him go and cause chaos in our defense. So if our midfielders have been passed already, then what happens to our defense? It's going to be chaos. So we need a defensive midfielder as well. So the club needs to act quickly. They need to back Ruben Amorim before he resigns, because I tell you what, I'm sensing danger where Ruben Amorim might resign if things doesn't go as he want, because he said it that he'd rather resign than change his tactics or formation. He doesn't believe. I tell you what, guys, we don't need system to beat Grimsby. We needed no formation. We can even beat Grimsby with playing with two at the back. We can even play two at the back and defeat Grimsby. Because we have quality players compared to Grimsby. So there's no way you wanna sit down there with your football knowledge. You are typing Amorim out because his tactics or his formation, the 3-4-2-1 formation, made us to lose against a fourth-tier club. Ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Like, how you even feeling saying that? How are you even feeling saying that we lost because of the system? What system? A fourth-tier club. Imagine Grimsby lost yesterday to Bristol Rovers. Yeah, they lost 1-0 at home to Bristol Rovers. We couldn't keep a clean sheet against them, but Bristol Rovers kept a clean sheet, 1 goal and 3 points against them. But we couldn't win the game. We couldn't keep a clean sheet against a fourth-tier club, which in the same pitch where we had Bruno Fernandes, we had Mason Mount, we had Mbeumo, we had Cunha, Amad Diallo, we had Sesko, we had the likes of Delight, Maguire, even Onana playing. You're telling me that's system? No, you are mistaken. If you have hate for Ruben Amorim, then preserve it for other games. But against Grimsby, if you talk about the system where we lost, then you are losing the plot, and I need to think, because against Grimsby, you can even win the game without a manager. Put in the 11 players there and win the game without a manager. They can coordinate themselves and win the game. So those saying Ruben Amorim out, guys, this is not going to happen. We can't keep on sucking managers left, right, and center because the player doesn't want to fight for the club. Fight for the badge, and the name at the back will be remembered. Sir Alex Ferguson said, as I was leaving United in 2012, he told us as fans that our job now is to stand by our new manager. Did we stand Moyes, Van Gaal, Mourinho, Ten Hag, Ole Gunnar, Rangnick? Now Amorim. I remember how, guys, we were so happy last year when we put in Ruben Amorim. We were so happy. We said now is the future. What happened? Even a year is not finished yet, and you want him out, guys. No, Amorim don't resign. Ineos must stick with Amorim. Bring in the players that the manager wants. You see how Mbeumo and Cunha have changed the way we attack sometimes. They play differently. Now bring this kind of players. In the next 2 3 years, United will be back challenging for the title. Thanks for watching, guys.